Now Chen getting red by the Weaver. Managed to defend himself though. OGC, they remain a little bit ahead, switching over to the gold net worth. That is mostly because Ricky is having one hell of a game. This dude is going off the charts. Meanwhile, Pexu gets ran at again in the jungle. His creep army can't really do anything to defend him. Neither can the Void Spirit, or can they? As he does get the armor reduction off of him, but will just go down. Disruptor. Maybe the return kill, though, is just gonna go down to Pexu here. Pexu actually benefiting from that engagement for a change. He's just been getting run down all game. And speak of Ryan down, Madara is gonna get ran at by 2 here. As he is rapidly approaching that level 6. In comes the Weaver. Trying to make his life as difficult as possible. Storm Spirit just found the best item in the game though. Royal Jelly, and on a Storm Spirit that is one hell of an item because you will be regenerating even while the ball lightning. It's just so beneficial. Chassis already being bullied out of lane. Now that Storm knows he has to have absolutely no regard for his own mana pool. Has basically unlimited to work with. Well, chicken fighters group up around both. On the mid lane, Supreme might get ganked, but on the bottom lane, Madara has to run for his life. Is gonna try to teleport out of there. It looks like he will succeed. Bims back. Tricks of the trade, trying to save himself, but even with the Blink Strike, maybe he can get away. He is still running. The Dust of Appearance is about to wear off, but Ricky is still taking too much damage over time. It is just gonna go down. In comes the Mars with a huge arena in retaliation. Is trying to get a kill set up on that Ricky and will find it as Chassis jumps for the Darkseer and will get another kill, getting himself a double, putting OG seed for the first time of this game. Finally get on a lead. Ricky, though, dying could be what chicken fighters need to stay in the game, as Storm Spirit is about to come online. He has his level 8. Continuing to just get up a crap ton of spell damage. Sven on the top lane, getting ran at. Ricky has his Diffu Blade. No, never mind. That's actually Chen with creep, my bad. I thought he had, like, record timing Diffusal Blade, but no such thing. Fighters. Themselves caught here, but they're carefully regrouping. Storm now in the front lines, ready to catch somebody. Will go for Pexu, as Pexu taking a lot of damage. In comes the Void Spirit, knocking the Storm down, dealing out a decent amount of damage at least. But down goes Pexu. Now Void Spirit with the Void Step, trying to get a kill on Supreme setup. In the meantime, Madara came on in there in the backlines and did get himself a kill on the Disruptor now. Supreme goes on down, and so will Z-Freak as the engagement ends. OGC, they nearly found themselves a nice winning fight, but ended up losing one too many, and now they are once again back to 1k ahead. Had to really find any high value target to maintain their stay in the game, I could almost say. And now Ricky instead getting himself caught around the top lane by the Weaver. Madara, nothing he can do, as, or maybe with the Blink Strike, no more damage time on him, but no, down he goes. Thought so. Blink Strike's just not quick enough to juke out a Weaver. See, meanwhile, getting locked in place by Storm Spirit. Will stabilize, will hold his lane. OGC, their advantage is crumbling. All the while, chicken fighters, they secured the first 10 kills. They are securing a lot of farming space for their Sven. All the while, Storm Spirit is online, is ready to fight. Saving up for a Bloodstone here, actually. And he really just has to create space for his team's carries. All the while, they're shutting down the Ricky. Pressure being kept on Ricky is a good move. OGC in the meantime. Down the mid tier one. Weaver forced to ult there, but Madara should still be dead. He is up for a while longer. Maybe he can escape. We'll get rid of the armor reduction. The urn is gonna solve up. Resetting. Weaver, meanwhile, committed into the mid lane as Supreme just got killed. Mars ultimate, and it looks like that's all that OGC really want from that engagement. Jesse out of there. Jesse is gonna be able to get out for the time being if he doesn't take down to the urn, and he will not. Weaver now instead getting locked down, getting killed off by the Mars. And OGC, they get back their advantage here as they get a kill with the Mars arena. Withdraw immediately and then turn around just beautifully. They may have lost first 10 kills, but they're still very much in the game as Chen getting jumped at by the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit securing himself a haste rune in that bottle up, but there's 3 heroes around him and he only has so much mana to work with, even with those hull charges. However, Pexu looks like he is just gonna go down in exchange for the Disruptor, no less. Or is he? Yeah, Disruptor gonna take down to the Freak. The Freak with the egg is gonna go down to Storm Spirit though. Came zip-zapping in, finished off the egg, and got another nice return kill for Chicken Fighters as they are keeping OGC contained. Sybil a little bit off the mark with the spear. Same goes for the Void Spirit Remnant, and down goes Sybil, not quite. He is hella tanky, but they will finally get him as Weaver armor reduction. That's just too much to deal with, really. Jesse saving up for his Yules all the while. Ricky just approaching his Diffu Blade as fast as he possibly can. All of these freaking jungle free. Both teams kind of retreating to farm. Chicken Fighters do have the edge if this is a sheer economical game. Weaver almost has Spirit Vessel completed. I can't wait for them to actually pick up any proper damage. And it looks like Darkseer just got taken down at the top lane, despite a valiant effort with the wall. As Ricky Mars combo is just hitting too hard. Now that Ricky has those backstabs online, it is going to get his Diffu Blade online soon. Mars meanwhile looking for more despite the arena on cooldown, but does not quite want to risk it. Meanwhile, the middle tier 1 tower is getting besieged at an amazing rate though with the Chen army, as well as the Void Spirit Illus. And it goes the initiation from the Storm Spirit from the... Barely able to juke himself out of there for now. He has to get himself back, but Storm Spirit is there to close out the kill. Milan meanwhile getting stunned up, but able to build out of there. And OGC, they once again lose one of their hard carries without really getting anything in exchange. These mid fights have just been leaving them with their pants down. They definitely need to turn things around if they want to get some kind of an advantage back in this game. And you definitely need one with Ricky. That is a hero who relies on being ahead, who relies on being able to run down his opponents. The runes just gonna be split 50-50. And it looks like OGC, they're gonna continue to try and play the aggressor here, pushing in. It's just gonna result in Pexu dying again, as will one of his creeps. Top tier 2 taking some significant damage, especially with that catapult, but... OGC, they still neither have their Ricky or their Void Spirit truly online. Almost have that freaking Diffuse Blade finish. As Madara just continues to farm on up here. Bottom lane, meanwhile, Chicken Fighters activate the Sven ultimate, looking to push in as well, scare away any contester of the bottom lane, and this game is starting to get close as OG Seed, they really need their carry online. The blade is done, Ricky can now go hunting. Madara. He as well as Chessie need to bring those plays, and Chessie now has a new Yule Scepter, so he can definitely catch people out, deal a lot of burst damage. I wonder whether that's gonna be enough to work with. Weaver, meanwhile, he can start running down the supports, has the Spirit Vessel finished. The Freak saving up for a Spirit Vessel of his own, meanwhile. It looks like Milan gets gone on by the Ricky here, gets forced awfully low health, has to just walk himself out of there. Madara's online, Madara's out for blood, and he is not afraid of showing it now. Running after Saberlight here. Darkseer, he's just gonna get himself out, and it looks like OG Seed, they may be looking to push in this top lane as they are now 2k behind. Have allowed their opponents a lot of space, and of course nothing farms faster than an angry Sven hitting away at creeps. Storm Spirit after this Kaya opting for a BKB here. While I don't usually like the early BKB, it will help Chicken Fighters. A snowballable advantage that is, if this Storm doesn't just continue to get killed off, as he will fall once here. Beautiful rotation of OG Seed, enabling them to get the outpost. OG Seed, they remain in control of top half of the map. Chicken Fighters control the bottom half of the map, and looks like OG Seed coming in for the defense. Can he really contest this? And is going to do his best to save the tower. All the while, Chen army is working away. Madara has to get out of there as Darkseer Illus of himself are too scary, and Sven now rotating into the top as well is more than enough creep clear for the Chen army. Fight is back to being 1k ahead. White Spirit is gonna be fine. Mars gets glimpsed out of position and will get himself killed off. OG Seed, it looks like they decide against the fight, but maybe force the fight here as this Roche is just gonna get melted with Weaver, reducing all of its armor and now starting to hit away at it as well as this Sven with the ultimate. Just look at that Roche damage. OG Seed doing their best to bully into the pit. Will get the Phoenix initiated on by the Storm Spirit. Beautiful signs there from the Ricky, followed up by a root as Ricky tried on the Storm Spirit, will not succeed. Will instead take a lot of damage himself. Void Spirit now continuing to go after the Storm Spirit. Z-Freak and Madara dropping on the backlines. Void Spirit, meanwhile, will get a kill on the Disruptor, but is gonna die in exchange here. And with that, Chicken Fighters can just continue, walk back into the Roche pit, finish what they started here. Get that Aegis, get that Trap Ton of Gold, get some runes as well. Chicken Fighters, they are now in charge of this game, having taken it away from OG Seed. Ripped it from their cold dead hands, more like it. Paxu looks like he's gonna die for a rune in his team's favor. Okay, with the TP he's gonna be fine. Mars meanwhile snatched away one of the dire runes. He's gonna be able to snatch another, and it looks like OG Seed to play the rune game really well here. Those runes really keeping them tethered to the game at this point. Ricky meanwhile opting for a Battle Fury. Battle Fury plus Tricks of the Trade is some hilarity. Also, he can use every bit of damage and farming speed he gets, so I'm not opposed to this despite it being a bit of a late Battle Fury. Meanwhile, however, Weaver, I wonder what he's gonna go for. Does just carry a random Gloves of Haste. Wait, what are you gonna turn that into? Drums? Or boots? I mean, if he was gonna play boots, Weaver, it seems already too late. Drums may be a good item though, as you can follow that up with some serious damage, get that Weaver to be able to kill off supports. They have a bit of armor to work with. Chessie, he is ready to brawl. Ricky meanwhile approaching the Battle Fury at a decent rate. Sven got the Crystal as well as a 9-second BKB online, and the entirety of Chicken Fighters are just gonna smoke. Looking for a kill here. Storm Spirit got his BKB, still all 10 seconds left on it, and he is gonna use that thing to go ham on the first person he sees. Well, maybe not necessarily proc it for just one kill. D3 trying to get himself out of there. Will avoid the initial initiation. And it looks like Z-Freak just proccing the egg to avoid getting glimpsed out of position and killed off. It's gonna survive all the while. Madara used to get himself farm across the map. Pexu with the creep army. It's gonna take one in retaliation. Try to damp Chicken Fighter's gold lead a little bit here. Then he gets taken out of position. Set on fire by the Phoenix, but they don't really have any way of formally initiating onto anyone. We're just gonna watch the push. Sven now forced to teleport back. Will be able to cleave down the Chen army. These two creeps dead. And Madara, picking in the top lane a little on his Ricky. Now has that level 2 backstab multiplier. Soon going to complete his Battle Fury. Meanwhile, it looks like Milan got scanned out, but will just be able to teleport away. And with that, OG Seed stuck waiting to farm for Madara. Can you eat the big tree, by the way? That would be the real question. Can you timber saw the bee by the way? That is taking the point off place of the side shop. Pexu, meanwhile, getting nuked down by the Storm Spirit. Mars is there. What little help can he give? As Storm Spirit is just so powerful, and Pexu has been behind the whole game. Nice poke dodge being done by the Phoenix, but it looks like OG Seed still not willing to fight here. Instead, just happy with the space that Madara got himself on that top lane. Continuing to free farm, continuing to leech up solo experience. He is the top carry of his team, but only of his team. Down goes the tier 1 tower. Madara juking it out as long as possible. The dust is almost over, but there's another dust, and down he goes. Was so close to getting himself out of there, and it looks like Chessie is gonna fall next, taking 2 hits from the Sven to die. Chicken Fighters, they are 8k ahead, they are online, they are looking to push, as well as take apart anyone who tries to defend against their force. Looks like that's a TP, but Sven does not care. He will man fight the tower. Who the hell's gonna stop him? Me sure as hell not. I do not want to be anywhere near that killing machine who is about to complete his assault curse to really enable the push for his team. Weaver in the meanwhile. Looking for an Aghanims now, I think. Is it still that you can... Yeah, you can still just like cast time lapse on an ally. That's amazing. So you can have Sven blink on in, or well, he doesn't have a blink dagger, but run on in, do a ton of damage, and like be back to full health again in an instant. It looks like the tier 2 tower on the top lane is gonna be held for the time being as Sven gets dragged out of position. OGC grouping up. Would love to get a kill on their Void Spirit here. As Void Spirit, he is not quite a relevant carry, and he will catch the Disruptor though, enabling Ricky to show what a relevant carry he is, but Ricky knows he is too squishy to just tank 5 heroes and go on the Disruptor, and is gonna maneuver himself out of there. Chen continuing to split push, continuing to play some Red Dota. Madara, he is gonna have like 26-minute Battle Fury timing here, maybe 27. That's not too shabby, but then he also needs time for the Battle Fury to really pay for itself, or to be fully online. He may want to have an Aghanim Scepter, giving him some more tricks of the trade time, and then like when he gets to level 25 and that beautiful cooldown talent, that's when he can really go ham on people, be perma-invincible. But it's still a long way until then. Snow Spirit, meanwhile, Spirit, Void Spirit being healed up by Phoenix, being kept safe by his team, as well as his item there is now gonna stunt forward, catch the Storm Spirit, juke out the Sven, but Chassis lockdown will be able to get out of this. The Phoenix X explode, and all the BKBs being activated at once. Down goes the Mars next. There is no stopping Chicken Fighters right now, as they will try to catch the Void Spirit as well. We'll just surround him up, stun him up, and down he goes.
No more middle tower for Radiant.
Down goes the mid-tier 2. Down goes the mid-tier 3 here after fortification ends. With the Darkseer Illus hitting away at towers. Rex amazingly fast, as the Rex are now gone on the Assault Cuirass, as well as that Orb of Corruption, or Orb of Destruction, just so powerful with the armor reduction. And down will go the next lane of Rex here. After one lane of Rex has been taken easily, Ricky blinking on the Sven, trying to defend, juking the Storm Spirit, and it looks like the tier 3 tower will just barely hold as OGC do mount a proper defense. Supreme has to get himself out of there, but it looks like smoke from OGC. Okay, they will catch the Darkseer here. That is a nice return kill, but OGC are now down one lane of Rex. And things are only going to keep looking worse and worse until they do manage to like get a good full-blown 5 team fight to swing their way. Ricky opting for a Skull Basher now. That will allow him to lock down any carry, regardless of how fat they are, which means even the super fat Sven may still go down to the Ricky at some point. You saw him just deal relevant damage to the Sven in the last fight, and that was despite an Assault Curse. Now Mars gets locked in place, gets healed up by the Phoenix. Out comes the Sven BKB, dishing out a lot of damage now. Void Spirit gonna be 4-shot by the Sven, and down goes the Mars. Ricky forced to run for his life. Madara able to get out of there, will just get glimpsed back, locked in place. Sven stunned up, so he cannot hit the Ricky, but does not have to, as Supreme will secure the kill. Phoenix dishing out a lot of pressure on the backline there, but there's the wall. Finish the fight as Mars has bought back just to come back in again, and he is gonna go down. Chicken Fighters, they have just won the first game of the final series of the day. GG is being called. See you guys in like 5 to 10 minutes for game number 2, which could potentially be the last game of the day. Of course, I hope not. I hope that OG is not taking the next game, take the series to game number 3. But who knows if they'll accomplish that, especially with a game being played this